When CBS premiered 2.5 Men, it quickly became a comedy powerhouse featuring Charlie Sheen, Jon Cryer, and Angus T. Jones. The show captivated viewers with its edgy humor and talented cast. Throughout its 12-season run, it amassed a massive following and solidified its place as one of the most successful sitcoms ever. However, behind the scenes, things were far from smooth. The off-camera drama was intense, from Charlie Sheen's infamous meltdown and subsequent firing to Angus Jones publicly expressing his disapproval of the show. Join us as we delve into the untold secrets and behind-the-scenes facts that shaped the tumultuous journey of 2.5 Men. Charlie Sheen's portrayal of Charlie Harper was undoubtedly legendary, despite his controversial departure from the show. As the highest-paid cast member, the series revolved around his character's extravagant behavior as a wealthy jingle writer who embraced life to the fullest. The story of Charlie Sheen's exit from 2.5 Men began with a tumultuous personal life that spilled over into his professional career. Sheen, who was married to Denise Richards when the show began, witnessed his marriage crumble by 2005, leading to a turbulent period marked by substance abuse. Naturally, this resulted in a significant amount of drama that took a toll on his professional life. According to co-star Jon Cryer, Sheen initially managed to maintain professionalism on set despite his personal struggles. However, when it came time to film episodes of the sitcom, Charlie could barely hold himself together. He had reached such a low point that he hardly resembled the respected actor he once was at the beginning of the series. He would stumble over his words, butcher his lines, and even forget where he was supposed to be on set. As his behavior became increasingly erratic, Sheen's troubles became public knowledge. The situation was a pitiful mess, as people started to notice Charlie's struggles and attempted to offer him help. Unfortunately, his inflated ego prevented him from accepting their sound advice. He faced accusations of hiring sex workers, assault charges, and multiple stints in rehab and anger management programs. In December 2009, a significant incident took place when Sheen was arrested in Aspen, Colorado, after a physical altercation with his then-wife Brooke Mueller. This incident shed light on Sheen's ongoing struggle with addiction. The show's production was paused during the 8th season in 2011 to give Sheen the opportunity to address his personal issues. However, his path to recovery faced numerous challenges. Sheen declined to go to rehab and cut ties with his private sobriety coach. His relationship with the show's producers deteriorated, leading to verbal attacks on Chuck Lorre, the series creator. The situation escalated when Sheen publicly criticized Lorre in an interview with TMZ, prompting CBS to halt production for the rest of the season. Sheen's continued criticism of Lorre and CBS in subsequent interviews strained his relationship with the network even further. Eventually, on March 7, CBS and Warner Bros. Television terminated Sheen's contract, citing moral turpitude as the primary reason for his dismissal. This incident shed light on Sheen's ongoing struggle with addiction. The show's production was paused during the 8th season in 2011 to give Sheen the opportunity to address his personal issues. However, his path to recovery faced numerous challenges. Sheen declined to go to rehab and cut ties with his private sobriety coach. His relationship with the show's producers deteriorated, leading to verbal attacks on Chuck Lorre, the series creator. The situation escalated when Sheen publicly criticized Lorre in an interview with TMZ, prompting CBS to halt production for the rest of the season. Sheen's continued criticism of Lorre and CBS in subsequent interviews strained his relationship with the network even further. Eventually, on March 7, CBS and Warner Bros. Television terminated Sheen's contract, citing moral turpitude as the primary reason for his dismissal. While some speculated that Sheen's behavior played a significant role, the studio attributed the decision to the negative impact of his lifestyle on the show. Sheen's tumultuous personal life and public outbursts ultimately led to his departure from 2.5 Men, resulting in significant financial losses for the network and affecting numerous employees. Initially earning $800,000 per episode, which later increased to a staggering $1.8 million per episode, totaling $100 million per season. Sheen's time on the show was cut short. Despite his lucrative deal on 2.5 Men and past acting success, Sheen's estimated net worth today is only $10 million. Unfortunately, he has squandered most of his once great fortune due to reckless spending fueled by his wild and uninhibited lifestyle. In the realm of 2.5 Men, amidst the chaos caused by Charlie and Alan Harper, the character Jake, portrayed by Angus T. Jones, stands out as the show's heart. Jones breathed life into the hilariously funny yet dim-witted kid on the sitcom. Jake served as the half symbol in the 2.5 Men series title, injecting dynamic energy into the show as Alan and Charlie's nephew. Throughout the series, Jake's character underwent noticeable changes. Initially depicted as a bright student struggling academically due to his parents' separation, Jake's academic abilities, particularly in math, declined as the show progressed. This shift was humorously highlighted in a scene from the 10th season where Jake mistook the letter OO in the word million for a zero, contrasting sharply with the brighter student viewers met in the show's early years. Despite his young age, Jones effortlessly captivated audiences with his impeccable comedic timing and seamless chemistry with his co-stars. Surprisingly, Jake's casting process was not as extensive as one might expect. The show's creator, Chuck Lorre, revealed that Jones was the first and only child actor to audition for the role. Impressed by Jones's performance in The Rookie in 2002, Lorre invited him to audition for 2.5 Men. Observing Jones's natural talent and relaxed demeanor during auditions, the decision to cast him was made without hesitation. When Jones joined the cast at 9, he was just a kid unaware of the show's adult-oriented content. However, as he matured, he realized that 2.5 Men might not be suitable for all audiences, eventually urging people to stop watching the show due to its content. Among the numerous supporting characters in the television series 2.5 Men, none possess the same level of charm and comedic brilliance as Berta, the outspoken housekeeper. Berta never failed to deliver, whether it was by pointing out the obvious or laughing at the Harper family's misadventures. This unforgettable character owes a great deal of her appeal to the late Conchata Ferrell, who brought her own unique flair to the role. In an interview with the AV Club, Ferrell revealed that the showrunners initially wanted her to adopt an Eastern European accent for Berta. However, Ferrell believed that a trailer park dialect suited the character better, despite her ability to perform a solid Russian accent. Her audition impressed producer Chuck Lorre and the rest of the team, who ultimately decided to follow her suggestion. Originally intended to appear in only 2 episodes, Berta's portrayal by Ferrell was so captivating that she became an integral part of the cast. Ferrell thoroughly enjoyed playing Berta, describing her as the kind of person everyone aspires to be, someone who fearlessly speaks her mind. Despite often playing supporting roles, Ferrell had a successful career spanning nearly 5 decades, filled with diverse and beloved characters. Her talent and warmth made her a beloved figure on set, particularly to her co-star Angus T. Jones, who portrayed Jake Harper. The two bonded over their shared love for reading and gaming. If you have yet to witness Ferrell's brilliance in action, any episode of 2.5 Men is a fantastic starting point, especially Camel Filters and Pheromones from Season 1, Episode 12. Ferrell's warm and friendly nature endeared her to the entire cast and crew, and her portrayal of Berta remains one of the most memorable aspects of the show. While portraying the character of Jake Harper, a foul-mouthed kid who later became a laid-back pot smoker with a penchant for adult videos, Jones's true nature was that of a deeply religious young man with strong personal values. However, during the show's 10th season, an interview in which Jones expressed criticism towards the show gained widespread attention. He urged viewers to stop watching, citing concerns about the content. In the face of backlash, Jones apologized for disrespecting his colleagues and acknowledged the opportunities he had been given. This ultimately led to the end of his time on the show. Referring to himself as a paid hypocrite, Jones decided to leave the series and pursue religious studies under the guidance of the controversial pastor Christopher Hudson. Known for his outlandish claims about Jay-Z being a Satan worshipper and his predictions of New Yorkers turning into cannibals, Pastor Hudson became Jones's mentor. 2 years later, Jones surprised fans with a cameo appearance in the series finale. In this final episode, it was revealed that Jake had joined the army, gotten married, left the service, and made a fortune in Las Vegas. Jones also lightheartedly joked about his departure from the show. The unexpected return generated overwhelming excitement from fans, with show creator Chuck Lorre describing the audience's reaction as boisterous and jubilant. Lorre even mentioned the need to tone down the broadcast to manage the excitement. Fans were thrilled to see Jones back on the show, even if only briefly. Angus Jones, one of television's highest-paid child actors, started his career with a generous signing bonus. His earnings quickly skyrocketed to over $200,000 per episode, eventually reaching $300,000 by the time he left the show. Jones's success was truly remarkable, especially for someone so young, and he became a beloved favorite among fans for his endearingly mischievous character. During the early stages of Season 9 production, 2.5 Men encountered a significant setback due to Charlie Sheen's struggles with drug and alcohol addiction. As reported by Reuters, Sheen entered rehab, and production was initially set to resume in February 2011. However, the 8th season of the show never resumed production. When the series returned for its 9th season, Ashton Kutcher took on the role of a new character named Walden Schmidt, an internet billionaire who purchased Charlie Harper's beach house. The character of Charlie Harper was written off the show, with his death being depicted in a rather macabre manner, as his body exploded like a balloon filled with meat after falling onto subway tracks in Paris and being struck by a train. The 9th season introduced a new storyline where Alan and Jake started living with Walden Schmidt in Charlie's old beach house. In a bizarre twist, Charlie made a surprise resurrection at the end of the season, portrayed by Kathy Bates. Bates' character explained that Charlie's eternal damnation involved being trapped in an old woman's body. However, in the final episode of the show, Charlie returned home only to meet his demise under a falling piano, with a substitute actor playing Sheen's role during this sequence. This peculiar ending had an interesting backstory. The show's creator, Chuck Lorre, and the producers had initially wanted Sheen to return for the series finale. Lorre's final message during the show's credits revealed that Sheen was offered a role in the finale, where he would humorously address the risks of drug abuse, claiming immunity as a ninja warrior from Mars. However, Sheen did not find this idea amusing. Instead, he requested that Lorre create a scenario that would pave the way for his return to primetime TV through a new sitcom called The Harpers, featuring him and Jon Cryer. In an interview with the New York Times, Lorre mentioned that he never personally spoke with Sheen about his return, but the executive producers were in contact with him after watching the episode. Sheen's decision to reject the offer to come back was evident. The entire episode appeared to be a massive jab at the actor, emphasizing the strained relationship between Sheen, Lorre, and the show's producers. Eventually, the show carried on without Sheen, and although the finale was peculiar, it signified the conclusion of a 12-season run that had captivated millions. Despite the tumultuous ending, 2.5 Men left behind a lasting legacy in television comedy, showcasing the unpredictable nature of show business and the intricacies of managing off-screen controversies. When Charlie Sheen departed from the show, it left 2.5 Men facing a challenging situation with an uncertain future. Finding a replacement for a star like Sheen was no easy task, but the show was determined to push forward. The producers were hesitant about Jon Cryer's character, Alan, being able to carry the show alone. Eventually, Ashton Kutcher stepped in as Sheen's replacement, but he was not the only option considered. Grant disclosed to Howard Stern that he was also approached by the show's producers and offered $1 million per episode. Despite the tempting offer, Grant declined due to the requirement of signing a contract before any scripts were provided. The showrunners had not yet developed a script for the new character and asked Grant to commit without knowing the details of his role. As a fan of the show, Grant's cautious nature prevailed, leading him to turn down the part. He was not willing to commit without a clear understanding of his character. Grant humorously mentioned to Stern that he regretted not taking the paycheck once he realized the earnings of TV stars in the US. Ultimately, Grant's decision to pass on the opportunity paved the way for Kutcher's successful tenure on the show. Personal and professional disagreements are common in all industries, including television. Sometimes, one party may not agree with the script or the direction in which the series is heading, leading them to part ways due to creative differences. However, they may still remain friends. Unfortunately, Charlie Sheen did not seem to receive that memo. Not only did he burn his bridges with Chuck Lorre, but he also went all out with metaphorical tiger blood. While it appeared that Sheen and Lorre would never reconcile, time has the ability to heal most wounds. In an interview with The Guardian, Sheen expressed his regrets, wishing he had handled his departure from 2.5 Men more thoughtfully. Speaking to People magazine, he admitted that he could have managed the conflict differently and was not pleased with his choices. During a recent conversation with Yahoo Entertainment, Sheen opened up about his past behavior, particularly his public meltdown in 2015. He realized that he had prioritized wild antics over his career and personal life, trading early retirement for a meaningless hashtag that acknowledged his drug use and its consequences, including stress and disdain. Sheen recounted a story about CBS CEO Les Moonves offering him a jet ride to rehab, which he declined. He now recognizes that he should have accepted the offer. While Sheen acknowledges his mistakes and immature behavior, he takes responsibility and looks towards the future. He refers to his past as a melt forward, viewing it as an opportunity for growth. He believes that there is a possibility for him and Lorre to collaborate again in Hollywood.